What can I do for you, sir? You know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to— The main thing is that we are the brave detective. Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire as to when you had the
Yesterday. I met—
Oh, of course he's— You on— How was he? Were you present when he had—
I expected to find you more grief-stricken than this
I do not like the tone of your allusion. I had long months to weep every tear in my body, and to accept, if not my fate. And so I'm sorry to disappoint you if you're expecting more hysteria. Rest assured, however, my anger— I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed— And did you not do anything to help him?
Mrs. Sanders, I understand your grief, and I extend my— But I had nothing to do with the death of your husband. I've just arrived on Darkwater. I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
The death of the Hawkins family? You mean it was not an accident? This accursed island knows only tragedy after tragedy. You too— Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler to you?
Well, you can't imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable—
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a—
It is my only lead at this stage.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it—
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long. The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives. Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even? A house of artists. Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler, "Finally." What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? He didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated. Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins? I need to see it. Did she really care for him after all? Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take any more. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
I could use one of those. Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing. A strange Amerindian pendant. An old diary. The public entrance to the gallery. Why was he so interested in old weapons? The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger. What the hell was that? Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger. What the hell was that? Damn. This dagger looks different. What the hell was that? There has to be a way. Maybe if I destroy it. Yeah. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Yeah. This dagger looks different. Oh God. Ah! What the hell was that? What the hell was that? This dagger looks different.
What's the matter with you? Don't tell me that you're going crazy, too.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
I was attacked by a creature.
I think...
You knew. You knew.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the... And by the way, where do you think you're going?
It saved my life.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all from what I saw in the ledgers. It was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I've still got things to settle with Irene.
Where's the bookseller? An old diary. Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundation of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century. What happened here? Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work. This burglar seems to be rather clumsy. What killed all these animals? What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the... Charles Hawkins? Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. Where did I see it? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case. Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe. Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills? What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Very well. I'll examine him. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away.
You know, I'm not... In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a new... What about his cranium? Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommend... And you won't believe me, but...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not...
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe...
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. And this transformation is killing him.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him...
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your...
There. What have you...
These are alarming symptoms. If we...
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore.
Really? What do you mean by...
He's changing. His physical...
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalop... Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who...
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder, and my word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only—
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no
Don't you get involved in this. You've done enough already.
But doctor, this man is—
There's nothing we can do about it. He's in the Do you wish to end up like Elizabeth? With a diploma from Nightingale and the chores of—
No.
Let me do my own investigation. It's time I found—
And where would you find those? In his office?
I'd rather not think about that.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Oh, listen to the way you
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no.
We've been waiting to be restocked
She
for
doesn't
weeks.
dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
I don't have any business in the boiler room. Let's hope I can go through the administration office. The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only— Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office, but rest assured, I'll tell him you came back.
That won't be necessary.
I will tell him, nonetheless. I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays.
It's temperamental,
What a
if I
pest.
understand correctly.
It's so unfair.
The door to the boiler room is locked.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I'll see to it right away.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
Oh.
You should go see for yourself.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him? Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him. The key to the boiler room is missing. Ethan.
Marie,
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting.
You're not.
Am I so obvious?
Only.
I trust you.
Me too, Ethan.
Well, there might be.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but.
Actually, you're not.
No. No one has ever seen the things I... It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this afflict. It's like an epidemic. I don't know yet, but everyone in Darkwater is...
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long.
Where did my fiancé go?
No patience here.
I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food. Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Doctor, please. My chest.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in...
The whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about? Yes, it's Dr. Colden.
It's the old whaling station.
The one that hide...
Oh, no, not them. They don't go on. Everyone in his place. The captain on one side, and me. Well...
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was...
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea.
Mrs. Sanders? Why did nobody tell me about her admission? What is the boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory. Please.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
The door to the boiler room is locked.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office. Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays.
Elizabeth? You all right?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open up?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doc.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly. The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait. I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool. I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion. It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Dr. Colden, might there be—
I was about to mention it.
I can't take this, Marie.
It's not your fault if we have
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that— Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here. The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders. Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle. I've unlocked something. Patient files. I was right.
Conclusions, session number 17. Patient, Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here? Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.
Now that's the Marie that I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! Or I swear I'll shoot!
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake. I pray that Colden is really here, and alive. An old diary. Right. Enough time wasted. Colden needs me. I must find her.
I wanted to see him about something. Best thing, you know how. Moreover, I don't know who he was opening up, but he seemed quite enthusiastic. Would like to be on that table.
My God, what is happening to me? What was that? It's as if I'd been transported somewhere else. What happened? Something has changed, but what? Have I seen this symbol?
Awaken and free me.
It has trapped you.
You are confronting powers that surpass you.
It looks like things are back to normal. What's going on? It never ends. Damnation. That's me. Oh God! I gotta get out.
Pierce, I found her. I finally know what's going on. You must live and find the truth. It is already too late for me.
Colden? What's going on? Was it a hallucination?
Please take a seat and be quiet, Mr. Pierce. I'll be with you in a moment.
Stop whatever the hell you're doing and turn around now. No, it can't be. No! You son of a bitch! What did you do to her?
I wish I could have done more experiments on you, Mr. Pierce.
I said, what did you do to her?
You shouldn't be sorry for your friend. You should envy her.
Murderer! This madness must stop! Colden? What did they do to you? Can you speak?
What is this? Is it... He gave him the gold and I, the azure. I don't see him very often anymore. The green is stronger.
Are you feeling ill?
I'm here, but no.
Let's get you out of here.
It comes in my dreams. Our minds melt like...
Come with me.
It's as of the oldest green. A sea green, maybe.
Mrs. Hawkins, we must go before someone...
Oh, but he will. He always knows these things when...
I have seen the same color. It was not as vivid as you said.
A pale copy. Discarded.
Do you know what it was?
I can't. We should not call his name. Terrible. Terrible
All right.
He will know.
One more reason to hurry.
Have I seen you before?
Can you walk?
Maybe.
Then let's go before your husband finds... It was in your studio.
What?
You painted me. That's where you saw me.
Of course. The men in white are coming.
You mean the guards?
This way. Follow me.
What the?
Oh no.
Hey! Come out of your hiding hole.
Come out of your dumb hiding hole.
Just wait.
Just you wait. Won't get far.
It was in your studio.
What?
You painted me. That's where you saw me.
Of course. The men in white are coming.
You mean the guards?
This way. Follow me.
What the?
Oh no.
This way.
Yeah. I got this.
Just you wait.
Okay.
Come out of your dumb hiding hole.
Won't get far.
Okay. Wait. The machine. It's the green.
The gas.
Yes. It's not...
We don't have time for it.
I am not moving until the wrong...
Damn it. I'd be better off finding a tool. Perfect. All right. That should do it. Let's move.
I'm your puppet no more, you bastard!
You're my wife. My wife. You owe me obedience.
Leave her alone! We're leaving this crazy island.
are going nowhere. Don't get between me and my wife.
Edward!
Nobody tells me what to do with my wife. How dare you? No! Why should I let you take her away when I could snap your neck? Look at yourself. Can't leave this place. Can't offer her a normal life. Sarah forsook that right when she succumbed to the cold. You heard her. She is much, much. She is Sarah has seen things, has made things. Would you still save her if I told you that? Bandit! But she refused! At first, Sarah condemned Francis Sanders the moment she offered him Sarah has been in the presence of the myth, for even if she were to leave Darkwater, she would, and the cult will always. Then we get rid of it. Remember, you are out of you. They control the whole. She will finally surrender to his power. Don't! But I will change it.
No parent should have to bury their child, knowing it's me that put him there. The guilt will never go away.
I feel your pain.
I'll do anything to get him back. Anything. My work was what lured me here in the first place. It began showing me things I never should have painted. Things Charles should never have seen.
What am I to you? I took care of you, saved you from your miserable life. You'll never find a man better than me. You owe me.
I owe you nothing. We'll leave now.
You're not going anywhere. You are mine!
Simon.
Come on. It's over now. How are you, Bradley?
I'm just worried about Marie.
I'm so sorry, Bradley. I could...
What do you mean?
I'm not sure what happened.
If she hadn't tried to help you...
I'm sorry.
It's that slug, Fuller. What do you say, Pierce?
Have no fear, Bradley. Dr. Fuller, sooner or later, he will be judged for what he has done.
What are you talking? No!
We must... Sarah is still in danger as long as we need to see this through, otherwise...
You're, the voice...
Mr. Pierce, we were waiting for you.
Good.
What are you doing here?
Did you think I would let you confront the occult?
This is too dangerous for a...
Algernon, I need to talk to Mr. Pierce.
Very well, Sarah. I will be in Charles Hawkins'
You seem different.
Yes. When I woke up this morning, my mind was sharper. I can still hear the voice calling me. It is so strong, so ancient, enticing. I may never be able to escape his grip, but for now, I can keep it. I know what I owe you, Mr. Pierce, but I can't come back to Boston with you.
There is nothing left for you on Dark.
Except my sins.
Sarah, we all know you're not responsible for the action.
And what about the Wanderer?
The creature who killed Francis Sanders.
So, he met his fate. I must find it, and I am the only one who can end its slaughter.
No. No, you will come.
I owe you no obedience.
This isn't about what you want or don't want. You would risk destroying the world just because you can't face the consequences of your actions.
I am willing to atone.
No. You're just trying to erase all proof of the mistake.
I know what I have done. I will not rest until the creature is sent back to it.
You can't give up, even knowing the stakes.
Yes, thanks.
Still, I won't.
What?
You will stay here until I find a safe way to return.
That's ridiculous. Listen, Algernon knows of a way to protect me. Help him find what he seeks, and we may all survive this.
All right.
Seeing you again. I'm here for her.
I don't care why you're here. You're you. How do we protect Mrs. Hawkins from the influence of the Force?
By following Charles Hawkins. That imbecile of a thief, of course.
What do you mean?
He found something. An amulet. The symbol engraved.
Could?
We are dealing with forces that by far surpass what your intellect can Feel free to ask me any question regarding the matters that...
A genius like you must have already found a way to get rid of this.
I sense your sarcasm, but it does happen that I think I can destroy it. But for that, I must approach the creature. And to be able to do...
Another one of your baubles.
It is no bauble, unbeliever. It is a very powerful protection. Able to...
What does it look like? I've already seen that sign.
Therein lies the problem. That foul thief. I found this drawing among his personal effects. I think that it has something to do with the location.
I'll follow this lead. You continue searching.
That is what I intend to do. As for you, return here the second you find it.